Now, baby, you know when you step into Granny's house. Come on in, beloved.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the truth at the door. Don't wipe your feet, just bring your mess to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal.
Granny ain't scared, and you better not be either. Welcome to Granny's house.
Welcome, and welcome to Granny's house. How y'all doing today? How are you feeling tonight on this beautiful Tuesday? Tonight's episode is what? Season 2, episode 40. We are moving and grooving and learning so much. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so happy for me too. Because trust me, if it wasn't for this and y'all, I'd have flipped a lot of tables and I didn't do. I'm thankful for y'all. As we go into this, what do? We like, follow, and we share. We follow the rules also too. Like, follow, and share Facebook. Welcome to Granny's house. Like, follow, and share Instagram if they call me Granny. TikTok if they call me Granny. YouTube they call me Granny. If you're on YouTube right now, stop. Hit me some thumbs up, and let them know that you're hanging with Granny. It's easy, it's free. Push the thumbs up button. And what? If you don't have your book, I'm trying to figure out why. Why you don't got your book? It's at fatimanure.com, fatimanure.com, and your book gets sent right out to you. Also, too, all images, written or spoken, tonight here. Whatever you say, it belongs to Granny. It belongs to Granny. Your attendance is your approval. So if it's something you didn't want to say, you better call me before I go and post it. Because I'm going to tell them all about what you said about your baby daddy. But until then, we're going to do what? We're going to get started. If you are new to Granny's house, the rules are also, you don't come to my house and you don't speak. How dare you? Or you raised by wolves. Gang, gang. I appreciate you, beloved. You letting them know we don't walk in Granny's house and don't speak. But till then, we're going to get started. Tonight's conversation is what? When peace changes your taste. And you're probably like, Granny, what you mean by that? When peace changes my taste. Well, when peace changes your taste. And why people you once chose no longer fit with you. Great question, huh? Great question. But tonight's first question that we'll be answering, get your journals out. If you don't have your journal, let me know and we can get it right out to you. Tonight's first question is, what happens when the people who once felt like home no longer feel healthy? And how do you move forward without becoming what? Cold, arrogant, or even guilty? How do we do that? And that's our first question for tonight. Should be in your journal. Let's get it going. How do you feel that? Hey, walaikum salam, beautiful. How you doing, girlfriend? Walaikum salam. So happy to have you here tonight. Welcome to Granny's house. So have you ever gone back to a restaurant and you swore what? What's the best thing smoking? And you took one bite. And you said, ooh, now who told me this was good? Who said this food was good? The cook may not have changed. Your taste buds did. And life will do you the exact same way. Conversations you once entertained start wearing out. Y'all know how it go. Company you once begged for. What? They start to feel like you just, it's too much weighing on me to deal with these certain people. Correct? You haven't become mean. No, you're not cold or even brand new. People say she acting brand new. No, you finally know what it feels like to sit somewhere without your spirit bracing yourself. Without you going, what are they going to do today? What are they going to do today? Tonight isn't about who's wrong. It's about what happens when your peace becomes the standard instead of a special occasion. Right? Because once you've had enough peace to recognize yourself, no more chaos. No more chaos would you even tolerate or even be a part of. Right? So tonight's question once again was, what happens when the people who once felt like home, what? They no longer feel healthy. And how do you move forward without becoming cold, arrogant, or even guilty that I don't like them like that anymore? Is that us? Do we feel that way? So tonight I'm going to say first, put the scissors down, child. Put the scissors down. Put the scissors down. Everybody isn't toxic. Everybody you know is not crazy. Everybody you know is not a complete mess. 90% of them that I know are. But everybody that you know ain't like that. Let's get one thing straight. This is not a cut everybody out conversation. We're not going to pull our scissors out and just cut everybody off tonight. No. We're going to deal with how to deal with them and how to move forward and still be cordial or even still be able to deal with each other in a loving manner. Somebody no longer is fitting into your life does not automatically make them toxic. It doesn't make them jealous or even evil. It does not make them beneath you. What? Because you sometimes, two people simply just don't bring out the healthy in each other anymore. So I'm saying that you may not, I don't envy you or I'm not jealous of you. I'm not hateful of what you have. We just be moving in two different paths, correct? And you're not bringing out the good in me. You're causing me to do things that I usually don't do or I don't even have the taste for to do anymore. Some relationships belonged to a particular season and some were built around circumstances that no longer exist in your life. Some people are still what? Some people are still good people. But the connection between you no longer produces anything good. We each have somebody like that around us. Hopefully we don't. But if we do, I hope this is for you tonight. Because growth can make your circle smaller. What we talked about a couple shows back, when your phone gets quiet when growth appears, right? Growth can make your circle smaller with without making your head bigger. And I'm going to say that for the people in the back. Growth can make your circle smaller without making your head bigger, without you becoming arrogant. Because we have to be very careful that we do not, what? Turn into superior people or this feeling of superiority just because we're growing. Peace does not give us permission to look down on people who are still making choices that we once made at a time for ourselves. Can I get an amen? Sometimes the honest truth is just this: I care about you. I care about you. I appreciate what we shared. But who we've become around each other is no longer healthy for me. If that is your best buddy and every time you're around her, she twerking and you don't twerk, she is no longer healthy for you. If that's your best buddy and he chasing all the women and all the women are B's and H's and all that, that's his conversation, and you have grown and you don't talk like that no more, he's no longer healthy for you. And that does not require either one of you to be a villain. No. It's just that you realize I am growing past what I used to be. So my first question tonight, also, we on question number 2. Forgive me. You should have your journals out. Where's your journal? Have you ever cared about somebody and still had to admit that the relationship no longer was good for either of you? So have you ever cared for someone, but you still had to admit that the relationship no longer fit them or even you? My sis said, amen. Amen. I appreciate you, sis. Amen. She said, hey, I'm late. You ain't late. You here. I'm happy. Hey, girlfriend. Welcome to your what? Your granny's house. So after we figure out some peace situations. I'm frozen. There we go. Peace is not absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by what? By peaceful means. So because I was frozen, I'm going to read it again. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means. So why did they fit before, but they don't fit now, you say, Granny? Well, when somebody no longer fits, that doesn't begin by asking what's wrong with them. Well, what's wrong with them? Why they acting funny? Instead of asking that, ask what is happening inside me that I don't choose them anymore. Because some of us choose people while we're lonely. So some of those are our best buddies, but we chose them in a bad season in our life, right? We chose certain people from survival. Some chose because we needed to feel valuable. I needed someone to need me. And in them needed me, it gave me a sense of myself. Some chose by excitement because the calm felt unfamiliar. Oh, I'm not used to calm. My whole family was loud, and here this person is, they ain't loud. I can't take it. I need some drama. Some chose emotionally unavailable people because chasing their love made them feel more natural than receiving it. So I say that again. Them chasing you, making you love them, felt more natural than just receiving genuine love. I hope that's not us, right? That does not mean every choice was foolish that you made. It means your choices reflected what you understood and what you needed, tolerated, or even believed you deserved at that time, in that season of your life. Correct? The friend who called you with oh my goodness, a fresh emergency every night may have fit because rescuing people gave you purpose. And you would answer that phone every single time, no matter what it was. And it'd be the same exact thing. Girl, he did. Girl, he did. But now what? Does that person even fit? Do you need to rescue anymore? Do you have that desire? The inconsistent partner may have felt exciting because you confuse the relief of finally hearing from them with love. Hmm. The family member who expected you to fix everything. Oh, she got it. She can fix it. What? That may have fit because being the strong one became your entire identity. That's to us oldest children. We are the ones that everything is all on our shoulders. The rest of them folk, I don't even think they even know anything happening. Not all of them, just some of them. The uncomfortable truth is sometimes we weren't only being used, sometimes we built our identity around being needed. So don't beat yourself up because of this. If that's you, if that's me, we're going to take accountability of it tonight. That's what we're going to do. So get your journals ready. We got a lot to talk about. When can, oh, excuse me, you can have compassion for the version of you who made that choice while you were still refusing to make it again. And you know, I can't read my own writing. Y'all know I write all my notes out. So if you see me looking over, if you're new to Granny's house, that's what I'm doing. You can have compassion for the version of you who made that choice while you were still refusing to make it again. We're not going to do it again, correct? Oh, I think Queen Mother has entered the building. Y'all say, hey, I'm here from TV to phone. Love, Mother. Oh, we love you. Welcome back home, lady. Peace equals being willing to feel lonely if it means feeling safe. No drama, no disrespect, just quiet, healing, and the kind of solitude that protects your soul. But sometimes peace is the absence of people who never really saw you or never truly valued you. Every relationship has an unwritten agreement. And you wrote it with someone, didn't even realize you were writing this agreement. Because most relationships has an agreement nobody even says aloud. You don't talk aloud about it. You just did it, right? I'll keep rescuing you. And you'll keep needing me. That's how we are with them 32-year-olds in our life. I'll just keep he needs me. Instead of the same way I call on God, he can too. Y'all ain't listening to me. Y'all gonna keep letting me baby that boy. I'll stay quiet and you'll stay comfortable. A lot of us in them kind of conversations to where we just run our mouth. We go, oh my goodness, if I don't say anything, if I'm just quiet, that'll keep them comfortable. Even though you know deep in your heart that you had something to say. And what you had to say probably was valuable to say. But remember, faith, courage, and wisdom. Do you have the wisdom and the time and the proper understanding of when to say it? I'll accept crumbs from him or her. I'll accept the crumbs. And what? You'll give me just enough to keep me waiting. I hope we don't talk like this. I'll make myself smaller. And you won't have to confront your insecurities. And a lot of us do this. I do this too. I'll just make myself small. And my nephew told me I'll humble myself out of existence because I don't want to make others feel any kind of way or smaller around me. That's my own personal testimony. I'll be the dependable one. I'll be that person. And you'll never have to ask whether I'm okay. And most people don't ask the super dependable ones, are you okay? You've heard people say, check on your strong friends. They need you too. Nobody comes to check on them. Hey, Mama Sita. She said, hey, Queen Mother. Hey, they saying hi to you, Mama. Peace comes along when you stop keeping your side of the agreement. When you start saying no. No. You stop answering every crisis call. No. Quick text. You stop explaining yourself for 45 minutes. I am the queen of that. Well, you know, girl, I didn't do this because it is. And then I had that. And I stubbed my toe. And then I walked around. And I did that. No. You stop laughing at disrespect just to keep the room comfortable. And suddenly somebody says, "Ooh, you changed. Ooh, she acting different." And they're right. They should be right. You have changed. You're changing. But what they're really reacting to is that your arrangement and the agreement you made with them has changed because you learned how to say no. The real test of this relationship is whether it can survive when you stop performing for them. The role that made the other person uncomfortable. When you stop doing all the things that they expect you to do because they were used to you being at their beck and call. No. Some people will learn the healthier version of you. They'll adjust, listen, and grow with you. I said some people. And others will keep trying to pull the old version of you back into the room. Because what? That is the only version they knew how to use. And I tell people, don't bring her back. You don't want to meet her. She's trying to heal. And she want to grow. Don't bring her back. Leave her where she was. So our question tonight is, who gets uncomfortable? Who gets uncomfortable when you stop doing what was exhausting to you? Y'all know I have hot flashes, mind your business. Who gets uncomfortable when you stop doing what was exhausting to you? She said, "Love you much and thank you all. Pray all is well with the sound of my voice. Thank you, thank you." Who gets uncomfortable? Ask yourself that question. I did not grow people. I grew the version of me that needed chaos to feel connected. Granny. So Granny said, "I did not grow you. I just outgrew your drama." Familiar does not always mean that it fits. Sometimes we call home because it's familiar, not because it's peaceful. So you'll go around calling everything, "Oh, girl, that's my home. I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable there." But maybe it's only because you're used to being there. But nothing in there is peaceful. And there's a lot of places that we call home. We'll talk about that later. If you grew accustomed to yelling, hot and cold affection. Ooh, some days he's hot and some days he's cold. Emergencies all the time. Living in a house with people who dealt with the silent treatment. Gossip. Or what? Constantly proving yourself. That is a what? Ooh, I'm all tongue tied to that. I'm sorry, y'all. That is why a steady person can initially feel boring to you. People feel boring because we're not used to calmness. We're used to what? Silent treatment, emergencies, gossip. And your body may have learned to associate all this intensity with connection. So yes, a person that's calm is very boring to you. And people that are calm are boring to you. You hear people go, "Oh, I don't hang over there. Oh, they boring. What they doing is, ugh." Why? Because they're not over there doing what everybody else is doing in the world, sitting and acting crazy. And that is why some people create arguments when everything has to be peaceful for too long. So when you've been around your husband and some of us, I hope it's not me, and you're just having a good old time and it's too peaceful, and you gotta find something to set it off. Is that you? You have to find something to create when it's been just a peaceful environment, but you're just not used to peace because you've created this world of chaos around you. Just all this, you have to have noise and drama. Nothing is wrong. Peace just hasn't become familiar to you yet. And that's why we're growing, so it could become that way, right? And some of us are so accustomed to emotional roller coasters that we call love. Some of us have all these we get those crazy little butterflies when we're around drama in our stomach, and we call that familiar love. No, that's chaos. That is chaos. I'm gonna say it to you. All butterflies is not love. Hey, beloved, how you doing? Peace can feel empty before it feels safe. So give yourself time to adjust before you run back to chaos. Simply because chaos remembers your name. So before you run back to chaos him or chaos her, just because they're comfortable, or they may have called you, hey, big head, does not mean that they are still someone comfortable or even that you have a taste for anymore because you have grown and outgrown their drama. So when peace changes your taste, inconsistency starts and stops feeling mysterious to you. You know what happened? It started feeling exhausting. All the inconsistency and drama that you are used to is now exhausting to you. It gets exhausting to me too. Let's see what Granny had to say.
Why do people I used to enjoy feel so different now?
They didn't suddenly change. Peace cleared your palate.
So I ain't acting funny?
No, you just stopped calling chaos flavor.
She said, but Jesus, I ain't acting funny. He said, no, you ain't acting funny. You just don't even like the taste of that drama no more. So make sure it's peace and not avoidance that you're after. Everybody who disagrees with you is not disturbing your peace. You are not right all the time. Everybody who corrects you is not jealous of you. Oh, they just hating. They hating. Look at he gonna tell me that. He hating on me. All correction is not jealousy. Some of us are not protecting our peace. We're protecting ourselves from hearing the truth. Y'all heard what I said. Real people can survive an honest conversation. Real people can apologize. Real people give apologies. Real people can listen without immediately preparing a defense. They can listen without going to already, which have your little part. What he said, playing double dutch. Instead of you listening, you already got what you gonna say and rebut in your head, ready to jump in. Real peace does not require everybody around you to stay silent to be agreeable or to impress you. Before deciding somebody no longer fits, ask this question. Do they disrespect my boundaries or do they simply challenge me? That's your own personal question for you tonight. Do they disrespect my boundaries or do they simply challenge me? Are they the one that tells me what I do not want to hear because I'm not ready for what? Real talk. Do I leave every interaction feeling diminished? Or was I uncomfortable because they told me something, what, that I thought was true? Can I disagree with this person without being cruel? Can you do that? Can we repair our relationship after we had all this conflict? And am I protecting my well-being or avoiding my responsibility? Because not everyone who makes you uncomfortable is chaos. Sometimes the person who loves you enough to tell the truth is the safest person in the room. Because most people are not going to tell you the truth. I have conversations with people and they'll start talking to me and I go, say it. And I go, what you mean? I say it. Because if you called me and we about to talk, say your piece. Don't come with all this beating around the bush and don't be acting like you scared to say it. Say it. We'll deal with it later. Welcome to Granny's house. We're at the halfway mark. And as we have the halfway mark, if you just walked in, welcome to Granny's house. Conversation tonight is when peace changes your taste. I'm a little tongue-tied, all a little dry, so y'all give me a little break. And we're going to see what Granny had to say as I give me a little water.
What's your favorite? Confusion with a side of mixed signals.
I tasted peace. Now foolishness gives me gas.
And she ain't keeping antacids for chaos.
Polo Red, he made her some food. He said, I bought you chaos. And G said, no, she ain't got no Pepto in her purse. Don't worry, leave her alone. We are not doing that tonight. We are not doing that tonight. We are at what? The halfway mark, part 2. And let's get going. You are allowed to grieve what no longer fits you. So losing a relationship through growth can hurt just as deeply as losing one through betrayal. We've lost some people that not that you go, Why don't they call me anymore? Or why won't, we don't have the same, or why she don't want to do this? Or why I offer her to go here and she don't want to do that? And sometimes that hurts just as bad as somebody cheating on you or even lying to you. And it's not that you lost them through what you're shedding them out of badness. It's just that you're growing. And maybe some of my mom used to say, all your friends are not going to grow as fast as you do. Sometimes nobody cheated. Nobody lied. Nobody had an argument. You simply woke up and realized the relationship could not follow you where your life is going. And that kind of ending is difficult because there is no dramatic event to point to. So just waking up and going, you know what? They're not growing where I want to go. And nothing had to happen to make that happen except your growth. You may even wish they would do something terrible so you can leave without guilt. You do not need to turn something into a monster to give yourself permission to move forward. You do not need a set it off moment. They do not have to tee you off. You do not have to have the biggest blowout to leave. You may be grieving 3 things at once. Number 1 is the person they were. Number 2 is the person you hoped they would become. And number 3 is the person you were when the relationship still worked. So let yourself grieve all 3. And you can honor what the relationship once gave you without forcing it to keep giving what it no longer has to give. She said, that is so true. Amen. I am grateful. I am grateful for what we were, and I cannot continue as we are. Can both be true statements. And how do you use them? Do you speak the truth when you're saying these to people? Some relationships only work when you betray your own peace. So Granny said, let them stop working. Give them the day off. Stop confusing boundaries with punishment. A boundary is something you do to another. Excuse me, let me say that again. A boundary is not something you do to another person. It is a decision about what you will participate in. So forgive me for being tongue-tied. A boundary is not something you do to another person. It is your decision that you make, saying, I will not participate in this foolishness like this anymore. You are not saying you must change so I can be peaceful. No, that's not what you say. You are saying, if this continues, this is what I will do to protect my well-being. And that may mean you stop answering late night chaos phone calls. You stop lending money you cannot afford to lose. We all have done that. You refuse to discuss certain subjects. You shorten visits. Some of us could be here just too long. Shorten phone calls. Because once we go, girl, that's time to hang up. You leave when disrespect begins. You stop grieving and giving unlimited access to somebody who treats the access like entitlement. I had to block someone the other day purposely. And they'll know they blocked when they get the call them begging. But I had to block you because what? I've given you too much access to me. And you feel entitled to have this access to me. And I cannot afford to give you anything past God bless you. And no, everybody who loves you does not need a key to your house. Let some folk ring the bell outside. What? Let them keep ringing and ringing and wait. Let them wait to see if you even go answer today. Make it, if or even if you're available for their visit and their drama. Because you can lose someone and change their level of access. And that isn't revenge, it's wisdom. I've never craved peace in my life for as much as I do right now. I am in a season to let go of things that complicate my life. I simply desire peace of mind, and that comes from creating calm surroundings. And so some relationships don't have to end, they just need a new shape. Let's form them differently. We often act as though what? Our new and our only choices are full access or complete cutoff. No, there is a whole lot of space between the front row and the parking lot. So what we say again, we act as though as we only have two choices, right? Full access or cut you off. Some friendships may become occasional instead of daily. That's not full access, and you didn't cut them off. You just what? I just don't have the time all day long to sit and chit chat about nothing. A family relationship may continue, but certain subjects are no longer discussed. We can come to Mama's house and we can enjoy all of her what she made and eat all her peach cobbler without you telling us of everything that happened 30 years ago. We're not going to discuss that. You may love somebody deeply and stop making them your emergency contact. You can be cordial without remaining emotionally available. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Queen Mother says what? You are learning to let go and let God, and that's your peace, and that passes all understanding. Ooh, you tell him, Mama Sita. You tell him. You can be cordial without what? Remaining emotionally available. And you can forgive without rebuilding the same relationship. You can forgive and have a new relationship with the same person. Doesn't mean that they get the same access. I just love you from maybe way over there. Way over there. Give people the opportunity to meet the healthier version of you. But pay attention to what they do with that opportunity. Do they respect the boundary, even if they don't like it? Can they learn a new way of relating to you? Can they take responsibility without turning themselves into the victim? If the answer is yes, the relationship may not need to end, it may simply need to grow. And if the answer is no, distance may be the only language the relationship understands. Remember, we said it's a whole bunch of room in between the front row and the parking lot. So my distance, I can still love you from afar. And I love that 32-year-old Virgo from afar. You stay on your side of LA and I stay on mine. I still love you though. I still love you. A part of growth is choosing peace. Peace over being right. Peace over engaging with drama. And peace over disrespectful people. Choose peace. Choose peace. Queen Mother said, the word is surpasses all understanding. Yes, ma'am. She said a peace that surpasses what? All understanding. We knew, Mom. We was tongue tied. That's why we didn't get it all out right. Come on. Do not run back just because peace gets lonely. When you stop participating in chaos, your phone may get quiet. When you're no longer the queen of gossip, people will stop calling you. When you don't have a lot of, ooh, girl that you know, and he did this and he did that, and I saw that. What do you have to talk about? They may not even call you anymore. Your phone will get quiet. That's a good thing. Take advantage of it. When you stop what? participating in chaos. You may realize some friendships had nothing holding them together except what? Gossip. Shared enemies, because some of us feel like, girl, I don't like her. You better not like her either. Emergencies. Or what? Somebody else's business was all in our mouth. We were not drinking our water. That's why our skin is all messed up. Because we was not minding all our own business. And that quiet can make you question yourself. My phone's not ringing. You get to wonder, why is my phone dry? Do they not like me anymore? And what happened? You may start remembering only the laughter and forget all the exhaustion that people were causing you. Because that's what? Our phone is dry. You may miss the person when what you really miss is having someone to call. And as soon as sometimes you get on the phone with them, certain people, you go, oh my God, did I answer this phone? Why did I answer this phone? What made me pick up the phone when I saw that name of that 32-year-old Virgo come across my screen? Do not confuse missing companionship with needing that particular connection back. And please don't invite chaos home because quiet doesn't have enough personality yet. Is that you? You're just not used to the quiet. I am not used to quiet. That means I have to deal with me. Let the space remain open long enough for something healthier to enter. And use the quiet to learn who you are. Use that quiet properly. Because when nobody needs rescuing, they don't need you to be the dancing bear. They don't need you to convince them of how their life should be. And they don't need you fixing all their problems. Then peace is what? Not always exciting. But it leaves enough energy to build a life. Is that us? Are we are we enjoying a little bit of this dry phone? I know my phone's been dry and I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm not saying I don't miss y'all. I don't miss talking. It's just that it's allowing me to create. I was suppressing so much of my creative side because I was sitting on the phone all day long. Learn to choose from who you are now. Once your taste changes, your choices move and have to change too. So once you have a new taste and you don't taste Tony's with no salt, you don't want Tony's with salt no more. Your taste has changed. Stop choosing people only because the conversation is exciting. The attraction is strong. Or they immediately tell you their whole life story. Is that how we're choosing people? She said, amen, yes, ma'am. Slow down and watch them. Slow down and watch them. Watch how they handle the word no. Watch how they handle it when you go, no, I can't, baby. I just can't this time. Do they blow up? Or do they go, it's okay, I understand. Maybe next time. Watch how they respond to your success. I heard somebody say, ooh, Granny, I saw you had such and such viewers. And she said, people actually listen to your show? Block. Watch how they respond to your success. Watch whether they can celebrate you without competing. I had another somebody saying, a lot of somebody's around me, huh? Somebody else said, ooh, I saw you did this. I know I could do it. And maybe I'll do mine a little better. And maybe I have this many colors. And can you show me how you did it? I didn't block them, but I put them in the parking lot. So watch what happens when you're unavailable. Watch what happens when you're not there no more. And watch whether they bring every conversation back to themselves. My last watch is, Can they apologize without adding a but? You know, I did that to you, but was it sincere when you about to put that but in there? So watch to see if the relationship can exist without a crisis to solve or somebody to discuss. Can you have a relationship with these somebodies without you talking about somebody else? Do you even have a valid relationship with this person if all you do is talk about other people? Good question, huh? Ask yourself the most important question tonight. Who do I become when I'm around this person? So those kind of people in our life, who do you become when you're around them? Do they take you out of your growth cycle? Do they remove you out of your character? Do you become peaceful? Do you become honest? Or are you even fully yourself? Or do you become anxious around them? Maybe you become performative because you just can't stop talking real fast because you just got to be the one. You got to say something because you're uncomfortable. Do you become defensive? Or maybe they make you feel small. Or are you controlling? I'm sorry, that's me. Or responsible for everybody's mood? You are not responsible for everybody's mood. I'm going to say that again. You are not responsible for everybody's mood. The right people will not require you to abandon yourselves to remain connected. You do not have to remove all the love and light in you to stay around them. Those are the right people. Peace changes your taste in people completely. Completely, it says. Heal your chooser. We cannot finish this conversation by examining everybody else if we do not understand why we chose these certain relationships in the first place. We will keep changing names while what? Repeating the same connection. You have the same drama, it's a different person. What they say, same crap, different day, right? We will choose another person to rescue, another emotionally unavailable partner to chase, another one-sided friendship to what? Prove ourselves inside. Another group of people where we have to perform for acceptance. Our healing means what? Admitting, taking accountability tonight for ourselves. That's our healing. Our healing admits I ignored what I saw because I did not want to be alone. I ignored it. I saw it coming all everywhere. They just were showing themselves, but I ignored it because I didn't want to be alone. And I kept hiding because being needed made me feel what? Important. Being needed by all these people, I feel whole. Having everybody's drama inside it. Oh, I was like collecting it like coins. But it started to break me down. Not only mentally, but physically. And then I started seeing all the weight that I was pulling on myself around me. No, I'm not 120 no more. I accepted inconsistency because I was attracted to potential. I stayed because leaving would have forced me to admit the relationship was not what I pretended it was for me. And that truth is not meant to shame you, it's meant to free you. It's meant to free you because you are not foolish because you once chose differently. But once you understand the pattern, you become responsible for what you choose next. Like your mama said, when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. My sister says, go to the parking lot. I'll move my car to another spot. You better move your car. We're going to push them farther to the back, right? Calmness is a human superpower. The ability to not overreact, to take things personally, keeps your mind clear and your heart at peace.
Drama, confusion, mixed signals out.
She'll miss me by Friday.
Boy, you the main ingredient.
And dinner is officially canceled.
Uh-oh, I hope that's not the end of Little Red. Hopefully it is. I'm kicking him out. I'm evicting you. Tonight's questions, we have a couple of them tonight, and I'm going to run them across the screen because I want us to see and answer these questions in our journal. Number one, you'll see at the bottom of the screen. Do I miss the person? Or do I miss the role I played in their life? Put this in your journal. Number one, do I miss the person or do I miss the role I played in their life? Number two, was our connection built on love or was it built on a shared pain? Was our connection built on love or was it built on a shared pain? Number three, can this relationship survive my boundaries? Can this relationship survive my boundaries? Question. Number four, what does staying connected require me to ignore? What does staying connected to you requires me to ignore in myself? Number five, if nothing changed for the next 5 years, would I still choose this relationship? If I notice that I am still here and it's 5 years and you're still doing the same thing, would I still choose you? But if I am, that means maybe I'm not growing. Or maybe we've grown together and I still do choose you. Just ask him. Because peace does not require you to hate the people from your past. No. Peace is asking you to stop abandoning the person you are becoming just to keep an old relationship comfortable. Peace didn't change my heart. It changed what my heart was willing to live with. From Granny. Some people will grow with you. Some will love you from a distance. Some will leave when the version of you they benefited from is no longer available to them. And let their response give you information, not guilt. So tonight we were not making a list of people to throw away. We were and are deciding what we can no longer throw ourselves away to keep. We are learning what we will no longer tolerate and what we will no longer allow people to do to us in the name of I don't want to be lonely. So before we leave tonight, understand everybody who once fit into your life was not a mistake. Some people carried you through a season, and some gave you laughter when laughter was hard to find. Some taught you what love could feel like, and others taught you what love should never cost. Honor what was real without forcing it to remain. Peace does not ask you to erase your history. It asks you to stop using history as a reason to keep hurting the present. Maybe the relationship can grow with you. Maybe it needs a different shape. Maybe distance is the kindest thing you can offer to both of you. Whatever the answer is, it does not require hatred, a public announcement, a Facebook post, or a courtroom where everybody must be guilty. Own the part that you did. Forgive yourself for the signs you ignored, the needs you called love, and the times you abandoned yourself just to keep somebody near. Then what? Choose differently. Do not run back because the quiet feels lonely. Do not go in your phone looking back for him or her, hey big head, because you're lonely. Do not run back because the quiet feels lonely. Sit there long enough for the quiet to become home. Enjoy the quiet and learn you. The people meant for the life you are building will not require the broken version of you to feel comfortable. They will not need you confused. They will not like you exhausted or constantly proving your love. Peace did not make you difficult, it made you honest about what you can live with. Your taste changed because you changed. And you do not have to apologize for no longer being hungry for what once kept you starving. Welcome to Granny's house. Peace isn't created in one big decision. It's built through repeated small choices that protect your heart. And I see cousin Carmen hasn't showed up today for her spot. We're going to call her because I ain't heard from her and make sure she's okay. But until then, Queen Mother was in the building and she already let us know that what? That we are looking for a peace that surpasses all understanding. And when our tastes change and we grow from all this real talk every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, maybe we'll see and evaluate our own selves before we go evaluating others. Hey, beloved, how are you? Until then, I would like you to what? Like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share on Facebook. Like, follow, and share on TikTok. If you're on YouTube right now, thumbs up, hit them and let them know that you enjoy Granny. We're also on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and Lemonade, and anywhere else there is a place. I'm there at They Call Me Granny. Like, follow, and share. It's free. It make you live longer. Also, get your book, FatimaNoor.com. FatimaNoor.com. What? He's stupid. Yes, he is. Child, your mama told you don't mess with him. But he's yours. You got to stick beside him now. So let's figure out how to what? How to deal with him. The no-nonsense guide on how to choose peace. And stop calling struggle love because we have been living in this struggle situation too long. And that, what? Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will deal with it. Come hang out. Get your journal and come hang out with your granny. Until Thursday. Have a fabulous Wednesday. Have a fabulous night tonight. And I'll see you back Thursday. And we always say what? Don't go infecting other folk because you ain't right in the head. Be nice. Smile. And create peace. And bring peace wherever your feet step and your hands touch. I'll see you Thursday. Welcome to Granny's house.
Unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shying here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep, Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. than the